up, guys? It's your boy Roy, back at it with the back end of this. You know what it is. This is the Preaching Suburbs podcast. We bring you the real breaking news that doesn't make you snooze, the real breaking news that makes you elated like some booze, and the real breaking news that makes you want to send me some nudes. Haha, I'm just kidding. You don't have to send me some news, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to. Now, with that being said, let's continue. All right, so we're going to hop into a lot of news. There's a lot of news to talk about. We're going to talk about free agency today. We're going to talk about the running backs in the 2023 NFL Combine. And we're going to talk about, what else have I not talked about? Oh, and the tight ends from the 2023 NFL Combine. So I'm not trying to make everything jumbled for you guys, but realistically, there's a lot of news to break out. So we got to talk about it all at the same time. Let's see. I'm going to go over free agency first. So in regards to free agency, if you have not heard, there has been a lot of people being released and being franchise tagged. Notably, Pollard from the Cowboys got franchise tagged earlier today. Brandon Jacobs got franchise tagged earlier today. It's looking like a really bad market for Miles Sanders right now. Really bad market for Miles Sanders right now. We may be able to sign him to a really cheap deal, but we're going to talk about how I really don't want that, and we'll explain that a little bit later. Who else is a lot of franchise tags? A person that I had brought up earlier in the podcast, Payne from the Washington Redskins. He's been franchise tagged. A lot of people are getting franchise tagged because realistically, people just want these one year contracts for these players. They're just trying to save the money, especially for running backs. With that being said, there is new rumors that Derrick Henry is on the market. Now, personally, if we can get Derrick Henry for cheap, get him for like a third-round pick, fourth-round pick. I mean, realistically, that's really all he's worth now, sadly. I'm not saying he's not a top 10 running back, not top 5 or nothing. But the way they value running backs nowadays and the way the running backs coming out of college look right now, it just is what it is. I'm sorry, Derrick Henry, you still the king to me. But look, we gonna hop right into the running back free agency news because realistically, like free agency stuff, y'all can look that up. And like, I'm gonna look that up with y'all, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, that's just changing really quickly, and yeah, I'm just gonna make this a quick podcast. So with that being said, running backs look fast this year. Honestly, after looking at them in the combine and looking at more stuff, more highlights and stuff of that nature, it's a special running back class. We got a lot of running backs here that could start. We got at least 5 or 6 running backs that could start in the NFL. Not to mention a lot of running backs that deserve playing time. So I'm going to start with Zach Charbonnet out of UCLA. Zach, he's a bigger back. He ran in the 4.5 range. He's at like 225, something like that. But the man got more juice than I thought he did. Dwayne McBride out of UAB. I don't know the actual school name, but I know it's UAB. He looked really good too. He looked really fluid. Looked like a Tony Pollard type player out of college. Who else? The guy I told y'all about, Syracuse dude. Chase Brown, he looking really nice too. At least, for his size and weight, speed. Fantastic. And the two main dogs in this NFL draft for the running backs are Jamar Gibbs and Bijan Robinson. Now, they both tested out the fucking gym. They tested out the combine. They destroyed the combine. They held it down. To me, Bijan Robinson is number 1 running back in this year's class, but I can see how you can make that push for Jamar Gibbs. Or Jahmyr Gibbs, however you want to say it. Now, look, Jahmyr Gibbs ran a 4.33 in the 40, which is blazing fast. It's like LT speed. Personally, I wouldn't mind him coming to the Eagles, but I want Bijan Robinson because he just looks like that freaking nature, and I know he makes people miss, and I just need that for the team personally. I would love for y'all to get back to me, though, who you want, Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs out of Alabama. Personally, I want Bijan with that 31st pick if he's there. But, you know, I understand if, you know, we can't use that because he's gone by 25. I think, for real, I think the Cowboys replace Zeke with him. That's what I think, personally. That's just me. So now let's move to the tight ends. Now, the tight ends weren't as important. Really, all you really know about the tight ends really is that Darnell Washington is a monster. Darnell Washington out of Alabama is a monster, freaking nature. I saw him do the sled drill where they push the sled. Everyone else moved the sled literally 5 feet. This man moved the shit like 10, but with ease. With ease, Eagles fans. I was scared. I was like, damn, that's a lineman at the tight end position. And he can catch, and he can run. And he ran a 4.65, had a ridiculous one-headed acrobatic catch. I couldn't even understand how he could do that at that size and weight. But look, do we want to draft him? I wouldn't mind it. It's a better player. But this, look, I want defense. We need defense. We're losing a lot of players on defense. I can understand, though, if the Eagles decide to go to a decision-making type scheme where let's just improve the offense and wait for the compensatory picks we're going to get next year to build our defense up. I can see that. I can see that happening. That would be a good decision in my opinion. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. You know how we cooking something up. It's how we vision. We just living in it. As a Philly 500 would say, I'm not here to steal anybody's credits. I'm here to give credit where it's due. Now, with that being said, yeah, that's really all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Hope everybody's feeling great. I hope everybody's flying like an eagle today. You know what it is. Bird gang or die.